And we should be live, with any luck. Pull my screen back up. Yes, so stream went so well, I decided to do it again. Make a bit more progress today. I was coming to grab something for what I'm working on, but now I can't remember what it was. Wow, I'm getting old. Oh, ladders. I want some ladders. I suppose technically I could use some scaffolding, but my brain still hasn't got used to scaffolding as an idea. Open sesame. Thank you. And Kelp can go straight in here. Yeah. Ladders. Yep, that's plenty of ladders. No quartz to grab. Oh, stone cutter. I need one of those. Oh. Good morning, Peter. And that was a lot quicker for it to load the audio file. Whew. Maybe jump. Happy Sunday. And I do have a cup of tea, in fact. Because it's always a good idea. Hell, sir. I mean, hello. Yeah, sure you meant hello. Not the first person to see me go, oh, hell. We're working on the kelp farm again. Made quite a lot of progress yesterday, and I just tied up a few loose ends between streams. So I've dug out the area above what I could reach from down here, so that's now just needs lining and watering it, etc. And I can access everything, plus I've got all my supplies in a chest. Well, some supplies. Probably enough for most of it, with any luck. Yeah. The thing I do need to remember is put that down and grab some stairs. Probably going to do the pillars first. So how's your Sunday looking for you? Is it a good day, a busy day, quiet day? Boop, boop, boop. I'm going to do that all the way along because I like having these bits in because it helps me make sure that I've got everything lined up. Otherwise, if I do all the stuff up here with the floor down and then break the floor, I can quickly realise that things aren't lined up correctly. Boop. Yeah, so after yesterday when you did your command, it took like 5 seconds for my hard drive to spin up because I'm not using that for the most part. And I thought I'd move everything to the solid state drive for all the audio files so it didn't have to spin up. And I think that was pretty much instantaneous, at least to my end. I just woke up, so we'll have to see what the day brings. Okay. Sometimes you know whether it's likely to be a good day or not at the start. Also realising this is going to cost me a lot of sea lanterns still. Because basically this entire roof needs to be covered in sea lanterns. Maybe a stupid move. Something that I laid out and then realised that I don't have a guardian farm on this world. I have access to someone else's guardian farm at a cost. And so I've spent several diamonds already. Hole. I don't know whether I'm going to manage to finish this today. But, oh, that was convenient. Not running out of the top of the pillar. But I'm pretty sure I can get the structure done and then fill in the water later because I've got to do the redstone for everything as well, which requires pistons and crafting. Ugh. What time is it for you? I've found myself getting up quite late as of... Ooh, basically because of Christmas. I suppose technically I don't need these sea lanterns. I could leave... No, I could put just one on the end because you can see it through the window. Just off 6, blimey. Oh, I think I'm missing one there. Yeah, that's fairly early. But because Christmas has been so busy, no, Christmas has been a relaxing time this year. And so I haven't had to worry about doing things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. It should be the same on this side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's promising. Sorry, I set it up with automatic messages for when people turn up that aren't followers. I suppose I could actually do the concrete next. That probably makes sense, and then I can do the ceiling of the individual sections. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Having to be careful not to fall down holes. These aren't holes that I've dug; they're naturally occurring ones that I'm not filling in because that feels like a waste of time. Although I've probably wasted more time falling down them and then having to fly back up. But that's not the point. Let's get here. That's quite an awkward bit of lava. Yes, I'm going to get up there somehow. If I had fire resistance, I might just jump in. Sadly, I only have fire protection, which isn't really good enough. We'll just block it in. I don't think I have to mine out any of this, but I'm not entirely sure, and I'd rather just get rid of the flowing lava so I don't have to worry about it. Boop. Oh. Did bring ladders for a reason, though. It's... That worked nicely. Is that a disco bat I see? Look at me being a professional streamer noticing the viewer list. Well, I say professional. Getting better, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I quite like building things in sections like this where you just go, I'll do all of these strips all the way down. You don't have to remember them multiple times. Just check it once and then just build it and forget it. But it does have downsides in that sometimes you get to the end of the build and realise that you've messed up all of the sections you've done so far. 2, 4, 6, 8. Four, 5. I suppose I don't actually have to count this side because it ends just 1 block away. Perfect. Let's do the concrete section next. Oh, hello, Ozza. Oh, minor heart attack. Quartz goes in. Concrete. Oh. Oh dear. Well, this... No, I'm a professional streamer. Okay, let me... That means that Peters didn't play either, and he didn't point it out. Is that tea you're brewing? There we go. Which I heard in my ear a couple minutes ago, and... There we go. I've had to listen to it twice now. Enderman. Somewhere. Boop. Oh. I do need to put ice in these spot. Ooh, this spot. So I can use that to place against if it's hanging over. Nope. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. And you're a glutton for punishment, coming for 2 streams in 1 weekend. Heyo! Glad you could join. And thanks for the bit. I don't think you caught yesterday's stream, so I might have to do a quick rundown of what we're doing in a minute. Also, that's where the Enderman is. One of my favourite cheer emotes, just like the corgis. Quite cute. Oop. Got it. Just doing it in sections so it's easier for me and I make fewer mistakes, or at least I make the same mistake. If you're going to make mistakes, make them consistently. Been sick, just getting back online. I'm sorry to hear that. There's been quite a lot of people that have been ill. I had a bit of a cold last week, but I wasn't suffering for long, so it wasn't too bad. Whereas I have some friends and family members that were ill for like 2 weeks and really not well. Boop. But I'm glad you're feeling better. Oh, so we have Enderman and Slimes. Yeah, I know it does. The one I had last week, which my voice is still recovering slightly from, I don't think there's a lot of difference, but I can hear it when I'm editing my videos and going, ooh, it's a bit raspy. And of course I have to stop to clear my throat more often. So those are the sections. Let's do these pillars down here. Enigma's in the end, so if there's a little bit of lag on the server, I'm going to blame him. Right. This is my kelp farm, which I think you might have saw the first bit digging out, but not the finished modules. So we started yesterday's stream with 3 finished modules, and then we started digging out all of this area back here, which I'm hoping to make look complete, even if I don't do the redstone for them today. My other big fear is I'm going to run out of resources, because there's some things that are expensive. Of those things, there's stuff that I can get hold of quite easily, like glass, which I can get from villagers. Or that's the one I wanted. It's looking really good. I'm happy with it, and I'm glad I came up with it as an idea, because on this server we don't really have a fuel source, meaning me and Hushbug. There's the blaze farm in the nether, but then it requires being at the Blaze farm, which is effort, and I like the idea of having a fuel source that arrives just in your base. And so a kelp farm made sense, and also tied in nicely with the idea of making a tunnel, which all occurred to me while I was sitting in the bath. It occurred to me in the morning, and then as my bath was pouring, I was sitting there, just sitting down waiting for it to fill up, thinking, oh, I could combine two ideas and have a tunnel that is a kelp farm, because I needed this long tunnel to get to my cave spider grinder, which I built just trying to think, it was during the week I did this. I was struggling a little bit because I built it once, it didn't work, rebuilt it, it mostly worked, rebuilt it again to refine it, and then when eventually it was working correctly, I hated the layout. Whereas this is a bit more acceptable to me. They just wash up, end up coming out straight. So there'll be a spiral piston door here, then we've got at the far end, and then we've just got a big tunnel that's actually tall enough that I'm comfortable flying down it. And I rarely bump my head. Oops. Oh, that didn't take long to do the concrete. Concrete in. Then it's quartz either side up to the ceiling, which I think we can do quite simply. Pop those in there, and we'll just grab in that many. That'll be enough for a start. Not expecting to go all the way up to the top, just up to the ceiling. Meaning there's two ceilings. So I don't have to worry about reaching up high and using scaffolding. I also need to wire up my manual harvest at some point. Because with kelp farms, you either design it so it harvests at regular intervals, or you can design it where it harvests once the kelp's grown to a certain height. The problem with that is, of course, any kelp that you place has a random age, and it has a maximum age. So, of course, if you place it and it's just one off its maximum, it won't grow very tall. So if you're waiting for it to grow towards an observer, it might never grow. So I need to put a manual harvest in, so occasionally we can press the button. I hear groaning, quite a lot of it. Doesn't surprise me though. There's a lot of caves around here, and I haven't lit up as many of them as I'd like. However, once we're finished, of course, this will all be boxed in, and this should be well lit. The only thing we might need to worry about is slimes. But I can hopefully figure out which chunks they're in, and if it's a big issue, then I can block the spawning. Nice thing about doing this sort of work is that, of course, it doesn't take long before things start to shape up. Hello? The hello was directed at the zombie, by the way. It was very loud, and I have no idea where he is. I'm sure he'll appear at some point. Oh, it's just the last one. That. Yeah, that definitely makes a difference. Right, let's get rid of the regular quartz. We've got smooth quartz we need to lay in for the floor, which I think goes from here to here. Yeah, that makes sense. It's 7 wide with the middle 5 being kelp. I got distracted by my own bot's message there. I hope you're there, AO, but if not, then I'll just ask the question anyway and not get an answer. But do you watch my YouTube series? Or do you just checking on live streams? I'm going to look really bad if you regularly watch it and comment and I just can't remember. Oh, hello. I got in a conversation with a YouTuber that creates... he is monetized, and he was saying about having a break throughout January. Just because there's not as much incentive to create content when you can't... Not every view is monetized. And I was having a think about it, and it occurred to me that it actually makes more sense for me to make more content during January, because so many of the people that are already successful and monetized are making less content. So there's less competition, and therefore more potential for me to get seen. Have I failed to think something through there, or does that make sense to other people as well? I thought it was end raiding. Oop, not raining, raiding. So we can place this row back here. And then come back and do the pistons later. That makes sense. Good. I was worried there. I was just thinking whether I'd missed something. It's not unusual for me to do that. Go, I've got a bright idea. Ah, but you haven't thought about... Oh, yeah. So I'm hoping to have 2 videos out each week throughout all of January. And I'm so far ahead of schedule at the moment, so it's looking like it's going to work out quite, as I hope it does. Meaning I'm going to keep on top of this routine of 2 per week. I've got a bit of a backlog to give me a head start, which helped out by Christmas, not having to work. Hello. Stay still. Got it. That one. 3 quarters. I think I only need to finish the last 2. I've actually been outputting 2 a week most of the last month, just because I was ahead of things and figured I might as well release them. And I think it's been going quite well. Views did drop down for the short period over Christmas, but I like to assume that's more to do with people being busy at Christmas than it is to do with my content's not being as good. Hopefully. I'm going to stand here like Master, whatever his name is, a Karate Kid with the fly. What? go up and see what we can figure out the next step. Even my priority watch list is now behind. Let's sort this out. So I think we need... Oh no, we need quartz block and then 5 glass, then quartz block. That was bad planning because I didn't actually bring any quartz blocks. But I need more glass than that. So we'll do the middle stream. Now, one of the things that I did when Karis and I were building this stuff, so I built the first module on my own and then invited her over and she gave me a hand while we were just catching up. I've kept up with Lyfcraft and Hermitcraft though. Good, well done. Now I think there's been fewer videos from a lot of the hermits over the season, but maybe I just found more time. Yeah, so when Karis and I were placing these, I did say, what should I put on this sign? And she said, oh, Karis was here. So I did the traditional graffiti. And I'd like to continue that up here and not mention it at all on video. So this sign is brought to you by Uninformative Signs LLC. So if you can have a think on sign ideas for up here, that would be amazing. They've all taken a break apart from maybe Cub. Sounds about right. Well, I think as soon as you hit Christmas, there's fewer ads being purchased to go next to their videos. So if you're putting time into it and getting, you know, half the revenue, you got to question whether it's worth it or whether you go, well, I need a break at some point during the year. This is the best time to take one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Wait, I have 20 stairs. Oh. I'm going to be short on stairs. Not a problem. I need to make more anyway at some point. Oop. I came down here on purpose, obviously. And another stack of blocks. Although Python, who basically resigned from Hermitcraft for this and the next season, opened a new live channel and started doing more stuff live. So is he doing stuff live on the Hermitcraft server, or is he doing stuff live on his single player world? Oop. Yeah. Oh, I did all the stairs for this bit. Of course I did. I didn't keep going until I ran out of stairs. I dropped down on purpose so that I could pick up some stairs. I didn't fall down a hole. Other games really. Destiny 2. Ooh. I quite like Destiny. I played it, the original Destiny, on Xbox One, Xbox 360, whatever it was, I forget. And I really enjoyed it. But I never got round to Destiny 2. Eventually I bought it when it was cheap, and then still didn't play it because I didn't find the time. And I played it a little bit, not that long ago. It was after I joined Lyfcraft, and I played it on stream. Just a couple short streams playing it and catching up. So it wasn't a huge deal. Should be just one block and then that's the wall. Yeah. So I don't have to place anything else here other than signs of water. Right, let's see what the next step is. Probably going to be placing the sea lanterns and quartz in the middle strip. And that's where my beacon used to be. I say my beacon, I mean Enigma's beacon. Wonder if he ever noticed it missing. I mean, we took it back in the last stream, so I returned it. I even put the right power up on it. Ooh, that's very dark. That's darker than my soul. Gorilla Dude, nice to see you. 2 days in a row. Actually, that's true of a few of you. Brave souls. More work on the Kelp farm. Except I hope I've fixed that this time. Please tell me I fixed that. Because I amended it live on Twitch rather than via my Streamlabs. Despair, yes, okay. Speaking of despair, regret and misery are both sitting there now in their pens. So we have, yeah, so it needs to be all the way along, and then I can do that end one, but not, I don't have to bother with down there. I'm not entirely sure this one's necessary. I think it is, because I think you can see it from, no, it's not necessary, but who cares. It's only wasting a couple sea lanterns. No big deal. Nope. I fell. Wait, is Gary Kemp dead? And are you, is it actually still? No, I fixed it. It's Kelp Completion Part 2. I can see it. It's clearly named correctly. Oh, I see. You claimed. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that later. I'm just going to pause for a moment. Hang on, let me do this properly, because if I'm going to pause, look at my pretty face, and take off the hopper. There. While I sip on my tea. Forever in our hearts. I love this tea. Bio, I'm glad you could make it. Another person 2 days in a row. Working on the kelp farm, I'm just drinking my tea. At least some of it. There's a good chance that there's going to be a creeper spawning in a moment in that tunnel that's just behind the pillar. And it's dark. You didn't sleep, oh dear. Why? Why didn't you sleep? Sleeping's important. I mean, I have to sleep, otherwise I won't be so pretty. And while you're eating, don't forget your tea. Oh, you'll regret that if you carry that attitude till you're older. When you're like me, if you miss out on your sleep, you'll feel it. When you're young, you keep going for days without sleep, and eventually it catches up with you, but when you're old, not so easy. What do you mean start to go crazy? Gorilla Dude says if you go like 7 days with no sleep, you start to go crazy. What if you're already crazy? Which by what basically just responded with. Right, that's enough tea. I've still got a few gulps to have later. Let's grab more sea lanterns. Then we'll go up again. Oops, that was a big sneeze. I'm hoping I managed to mute that in time. If not, I'm really sorry. Let's take some quartz while I'm there going. I don't need any smooth quartz at the moment, so I don't have to worry about mixing them up. Not the no sleep part, I meant the crazy part. See, I knew exactly what you meant, because I'm sadly on the same page. I knew exactly what you meant, and that's worrying. Right, so when I'm walking around here, I need to be careful not to fall down holes. Zach the bot chips in, enjoying the stream. I make videos too, which you could watch even when I'm not online. It's true. It's even a YouTube link and everything. What would I do without him? Let's go back here. Any holes in the floor? Nope, we're good. Very expensive ceiling. I know you're not saying it's okay. Ooh. I never questioned your insanity. I think what I'm going to do is I'll keep doing these sea lanterns for now. It probably won't be long before I start putting in the glass. I can put the glass in and the walls up and just leave a small space that I can jump through to do the redstone. I won't put the water in until I've done the redstone. Ooh. And one there. I think we're making the kernel quite rich. I miss having a guardian farm. Things were cheaper back then. But sea lanterns are definitely oh. Wow. A prettier light source than glowstone. We're going to need more than that. I'm guessing those are 2 ghost blocks from yesterday. Crawl mode. Don't know why I love doing that so much. I'm pretty sure I didn't do that before we had crawl mode because it was much more difficult to get in that way. You could activate Elytra and kind of fly underneath. It just didn't work as well. I think it was less willing to let you lay on the floor. Yeah. You have to name the ghost in the ghost blocks. Huh? How do I name the ghost in the... And what would I name it? Should we just start referring to them as a Gary? Gary the ghost, yeah. Oh, that's not a ghost block, that's Gary. I did beat Block in real life, but not recently. It was a couple of years ago. I was expecting to meet him last month, but it just didn't line up. If you didn't know, Block visited England for Christmas, and he wasn't actually very far from where I am. So Block knows what I look like. Maybe that's why he didn't find time for another visit. That and I was kind of spending a fair bit of time with my family. Ooh. Oh. That's one side done. Gary Jr. So when someone says Gary Jr., I think of one of my favourite artists, named Gary Clark Jr., in case you're curious. He's a kind of blues rock guitarist, but he has a really, really nice voice. Oh. I'm surprised that's his first fish he's killed. As long as it's not one of mine. I say one of mine. I've only got one left. We initially had 3 fish that I caught that fitted my colour scheme and went, oh, perfect. I just need a couple more. And, well, I've walked along to my pond. Also, remember we discussed this on another stream. To find a dead fish on my floor. It's his first fish in a bucket. Oh! Alright. Fair point. I still hope it's not my fish. Unless he's getting me a fish. But you're right, I did misunderstand that one. 61. Is that going to be enough? Probably not, but not a long way off. Buy what? There is a reward that can be bought for 2,000 dragon coins. It says rename a villager. Should I go for that? It's up to you if you want to rename a villager. Remember, I have the power to veto, so it can't be anything too ridiculous. But if it's one that I don't like, I'm willing to discuss with you and work out what compromise we can come to. And yes, Gorilla Dude has named 3 now. Although only 2 have been named. The last one he just claimed a few minutes ago. So I haven't got round to naming the last one. Despair? Is it Despair? Despair, yeah. I have named one Barry Steak Fries, though. He was named yesterday, right. I think I only need a stack to finish. But I could do with 2 stacks. Take a quick trip over to spawn. Also running... Oh, I covered up the hole. Alright, I don't have an eat command. I can add one if you really want me to, but I don't tend to need reminding of that. I know when it's not that big a deal. In my base, I'm fairly safe. And so the only real issue is if I'm running around. Which I wasn't doing, I was walking on top of things. Offload these. Oh. Yeah, we're running low on diamonds. Didn't really need to grab 17 diamonds out of the chest, but still. By the way, also, how's your pig mum farm going? I ask rather than looking, because obviously I don't want to look on stream and give exclusive previews. Check your bricks. I checked them yesterday, and for some reason I'm missing a door. Give me one moment, I need to blow my nose. And we're back. And I can breathe, which is good. We can have a look at the shops in a moment. My tummy is growling. It's going pretty well. Not finished, but the video about it is uploaded. Ooh. Need to make a thumbnail and choose a release time. Let's take 2 stacks. Actually, let's... For symmetry. Oh. Lag spike. Seems to be a lag spike whenever I turn this way from logging on. So if I go F3, and you'll see my game's running at, 60 frames per second. If I disconnect, so it unloads all of the cached information, log back in, F3, so 60 frames per second. If I start turning around, it's at that point we go all herky-jerky. Oh, and we drop down to 1 frame per second when it's loading this direction. I thought the museum's over that way. Either way, it seems to definitely be in when you load up those chunks. So I think it's loading. I think it's the game loading some textures. If it's the museum, I'd be surprised because it wasn't that bad before. It seemed to change when the Christmas thing went up. And I know that BD's removed quite a lot of the heads from there, but I also know that there's a lot of armor stands beneath as well, so all the snowballs that are in midair, etc. I would be curious if we moved those chunks away from spawn, because the museum's a really nice build that I like, and so is the Christmas thing. But it might be an idea to, if removing it from spawn makes a difference, I don't really want to have it destroyed. I'd rather see it moved away. So if we found a space for it. Then it's not affecting us on a daily basis. Only if we happen to head over to it. So the first step would be just try the world without those chunks. But potentially if those chunks got backed up and then deleted, you can see how much of a difference it makes. And if that is the difference, then perhaps move those chunks elsewhere. Could put it at JTM Village, he says, before remembering that it's just over there from his base. Yeah, I that occurred to me as well. And I thought, oh no, that's Oz's base. It doesn't have to be even in an area we're using already. There's nothing wrong with moving it out into the wilderness and everyone knowing where it is. As long as you make an ender portal to it, we can get there if we want to. I think that makes a good bit of difference there. We're going to need glass and quartz, I think. Oh, bit of rubber banding. Might as well work from the bottom. But I'm going to poke this out. If I remember correctly, it should go across from that point. Yeah, that makes sense. Nuke all lag makers. I didn't see the third L. It kind of merged as 3 L's into 2. The Farlands Museum. Yeah, potentially. I mean, not bad. Not against that. So it should be quartz up here. There will be stairs underneath, then quartz on top. Like that. Oh. Yeah, we're okay. That seems to make sense. and at the sides it's like that. Glass in the middle, and then a quartz trim. Follow Zach on Twitter. Zach the Bot's doing his job. Yeah, best do it all the way back here. Like so. Like so. And oops. You know when you make a mistake and then just do another mistake on top of that mistake? Doesn't actually help. My brothers? Huh? Who, me? There. Works nicely. Oh. I'm sorry that was bad. It was. Yeah. But slightly entertaining at the same time, so you're okay. Oops. Can I have that back? I can have that back. I was expecting the game to say, nope, no you can't. Mine now. Which normally happens. Even when you break a block that you're standing on, sometimes it just pops out to the side and you watch it fall to the ground and go, oh, I kind of wanted that. It's worse when it's your last block for something. Is it possible to move your bot to someone else's stream? Yes, you sort of can. I'm sure that Streamlabs have probably tried to block that from working. Hi, Shay. That was Shay's new sound effect. What did I say for? I should have changed that to be Shay is not awesome. Because he was trying to have that as his command. Just exclamation mark, Shay is awesome. Big-headed.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Thanks, Gorilla. I think you're breaking me now. That was quite fun. I was sitting here in my chair grooving for a second. I thought, oh no, I should get on with this. You enjoy that too much. It's the party animal himself. I might have to turn the volume down that slightly. Shay, lol. Hi, Zach. I was busy earlier. I missed the beginning. It's alright. I don't think you missed any stupid noises this time. Which I'm sure you find hard to believe. As apparently I'm synonymous with making silly noises. Stupid ad. I didn't hear it. Oh, good. Yeah. Because you're not a subscriber, Twitch gives you an ad. Which I appreciate, because I get a small amount of commission for that. It's not a lot, but it does add up. You can't. There's a cooldown on it. And there's a cooldown because it's really supposed to be only used once per stream. Technically, the cooldown allows you to do it more often than that. But if it started getting abused, I would just change the time limit. Woo, beers are on Zach. It's not that much money. As you know how you get a little bit from it, but not a lot. Although it does it does feel quite strange to see that I earn something from ads. So if someone watches the VOD or tunes in and isn't a subscriber, they get an ad pushed in front of them. And Twitch gives me a commission for every watch. So it's not a huge amount. But I was surprised when I look at my revenue thing and it goes, you've earned this much from ads. Like, oh, that's weird. Especially as I've made content on YouTube for, what, a couple of years now? Although, for the last year, I've been making a lot more content. No, I should have made some stairs. But I still have earned nothing from YouTube. And there's my YouTube account with, what, 700 watch hours in the last 12 months? And I've earned nothing. And then I look at Twitch and go, oh, I've had a handful of people watch an ad and I've got something from it. Small amounts of alcohol can kill you. Well, can kill me. Yes, that's true. Never have tiramisu. Wait, is tiramisu alcohol? Or is that just coffee? Did I just get that terribly wrong live on stream to embarrass myself? Can't you force ads on the non-subs? I can. I'm not going to. I mean, potentially you can. It's something that's not a terrible idea if you go, oh, I've got to go AFK for a minute. I'll play an ad break. But I don't really want to do it because it will turn some people off. Oop. What I'm hoping to do really is build up a community, which I seem to be having around here, which is amazing, and you're all appreciated. Stairs. I know those were blocks. Make by what never able to watch. No. And I don't like the idea of forcing people to watch ads because they're unsubscribed, because not everyone can afford to subscribe. And they contribute in other ways. I mean, if people weren't here to chat to me, it'd be a very boring stream for me and everyone else. And when people, find the money and are kind enough to donate some, it's incredible, but it's never expected. And it's not, it's not something I push for. Just appreciate that people find the time to come along. But let's face it, I'd be doing this building anyway. Just this way, I get to do it hanging around with some nice people that I enjoy their company. I would subscribe, but I cancelled my Twitch Prime because I don't think my mum knew she was even paying for it. I think you're in the minority. Most people go, oh, she doesn't notice. I just keep paying. That's good of you. And you got to know whether it's worth it for you. And Twitch, Amazon Prime is something that I personally don't think I'll ever have, because I just don't. There's not enough benefit in it for me. People go, oh yeah, but you get Amazon, movies with it. Oh, I wouldn't watch it even if I had Amazon movies. It's not any added benefit for me. I know it's free with Amazon Prime account, but I don't have an see the benefit in Amazon Prime for me either. I suppose I should kind of knock these out now, because I can place I think I can place the glass without having to stand over. Oh. This is going to get more difficult as I go along, isn't it? Especially as I'm knocking out stuff underneath. Amazon movies are bad, Netflix way better. I don't have either. I'm a very strange person. I tend to buy my films, or if I'm going to buy a film, it'll be bought from a charity shop, or I'll borrow it from, my sister or brother. But typically, I struggle to keep up with the films when they're, shown on TV. Ouch, my legs. I came down here for something else. Or I was intending to come down here for something else. Glass. Glass? No. Nope. 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 Don't need any of those. Currently rendering an animation. Ooh, and releasing some models so my subs will stop asking me to fix the fingers and finish the pack. Also, content. Sounds good. But, is it as good as the video you made for me? Because the one you made for me does include me in it. Can you get better than that? Gorilla Dude, thank you very much for the host. Oh. Hang on a minute. Did no notification come up for that? Of course not. I didn't animate anything. Okay. Right, let me have a quick look at my settings. I'm pretty sure Twitch turned off all my notifications off. Did the alert come up with with Gorilla Dude hosting? I saw you worked on. It was amazing. I'm just gonna test something. Give me a moment. Let's do a test host. Maybe there's a minimum counter set to it. Seems to work. Anyway, wait, where am I? Oh, that was a good jump. So why is your really good animation that includes me in it not included on your YouTube page? Hey, I can't get that milk. Hey, hello. Dush. Right, then it's just... I'm going to miss some of these, obviously. But that's not a big problem. I get what I can from up here, and then everything else I'll have to pillar up to get. And yes, I know I need to get in there to place water, but I'll do that after I've done the redstone, and I can do it just by going... Ooh. Oh. Well, that was slightly embarrassing. Do that to get in. Not ideal, but it'll work. I'm pretty sure I can host people like once a day with a party of me. Yeah. Too short. Could release it as a Shazes Show episode, but I feel like a full-length video would be better. You know your content best. I'm always impressed by what you managed to do. All stuff well beyond my ability. All I do is derp and record it. You crazy people watch it. At least I can reach that one. I'm kind of keen to get all of this stone removed and the glass and quartz filled in so I can get a feel for the room as complete, or... Oops. Yeah, maybe I should. As complete as possible. So structurally complete, just not any redstone working. Nope. Glass. Ah. Funny noises. Hello, Barry. I think you confused that streamer we raided yesterday. I don't know how to say your name. Just call me Barry. Like, huh? Thing is, she's probably now convinced that's your real name. Which I kind of love. I think that's brilliant. I can reach. I can reach. We're showing off how I can mine things just underneath blocks. Oh. I spaced out for a bit. It's alright, that's what Sundays are for. Just chilling. We're not doing anything important, anything you need to concentrate on. Just hanging and placing glass. My real name is a name that starts with A. Well, you're A. Barry now. That starts with an A, sort of. Oh. Well, that's annoying. I did have to tune out of the lady that we raided yesterday. I had to do a few things, plus stretch my legs. After I sit down at a computer for a while, I just want to move a little bit. But how was she? Entertaining? Worthy of raiding again? Huh? Auto brewer? What are you talking about? Pass. Oh. Yeah, I'm running out of things that I can reach from over here. AutoCAD. I hate AutoCAD. With a passion. They often change things from version to version without any reason for it to be changed. I suppose that's true of many bits of software. Microsoft Office is probably one of the worst culprits of that, because everyone knows how to use Office and then they change things with no benefit. Oh, we just change it from that menu to this menu instead. Why is it worded differently now? And they did the same with Windows. Used to be used to the settings on Windows 8. And then they changed the naming of all these settings categories for Vista. It's like, but not Vista, Windows 10. Why? Why is it different? Different. I can't find anything. I never had Windows 8. I had Windows 3. And, well, 3.1. And then 3.11. I think it was 3.1.1, but it was the Windows 3.1 with networking. Alexis! Hang on. She's here. There we go. We do have a command for you still. In fact, we have two. Did you get out cash for Windows 10 or did you pirate it? I bought it. In fact, I bought all my copies and I have probably like 6 copies of Windows 10. I had Windows XP at one point. I had it for many years. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I had it for more years than I probably should on some machines. Taboo. I'm doing rather well. We had a lovely stream yesterday and we're doing basically a continuation of yesterday's stream. Yeah, got it. I wanted glass and quartz. Let's grab some more glass and we'll head up. This is my kelp farm, which we're working on. The duck. Quack. And we'll finish putting this quartz in. So it's all modules that link up to the furnaces at the end. And they harvest, items come across, and shoot down to the street, to the furnaces. In theory. Right. Goes there. 2 up all the way across. So if you're packing, Alexis, where are you heading off to? Don't tell me you're going on a flashy holiday. Last thing I need to hear is someone else that can afford a holiday while I'm stuck at home. Well, normally stuck at work. Did you name the villager? I did from last stream. I haven't done the ones from this stream yet. I will take a quick trip later and you can see where I've placed them. And then of course you can spot in YouTube videos where your villager is. I'm kind of expecting when a YouTube video goes live and one of your villagers is in the background, you'll just end up in the comments going, "Ooh, there he is." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That comes out to there. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of people that have earned more points than I was expecting them to be able to. In a quicker time than I was expecting as well. So I think we've had like 10 villagers named. Oh, that was a bit of rubber banding, wasn't it? Not how I meant to place that one, but it still worked out. I'm on holiday now. Ooh. Oh, okay. But hometown for me, get to see my friends and family. Oh, so you're visiting me? I'm assuming you wouldn't go see friends other than me. I'm your best friend in the whole wide world. Well, maybe. Maybe next time. I hate how slow you move when you're crouching. Has Hushbug noticed you told her? What did I tell her? Oh. The villagers. Right. She knows about it. I can't remember whether I've told her all of the villagers that I've named. Well, I certainly haven't told her the ones from yesterday. Because I haven't spoken to her since Friday. She's been busy doing things in real life. And yes, making that noise helps. Sadly, you're not here now. Which I wish you were. I would steal a hug in a heartbeat. As quick as I can, so you don't have a chance to say, no! Well, I'd like to think that I'd be successful in getting one. Ooh. Sure, while we're up here. We'll mine out this little bit here. That looks quite impressive. I'm well pleased with that. And yes, I was going to say chuffed. I didn't say chuffed. I don't need speed. Look at that. That looks rather grand. Obviously, I need to do the piston door here at some point. I think I'm... If I have the door here, we'll have the sub will come up here. Yeah, I can put the button on the wall here. It's not a problem. That's not holding back water. So I got freedom. Stairs can go in there for now. Regular quartz. Regular quartz. Yeah, that might have been boosted a little bit. I got featured. But that feature ended up with like 50 subscribers coming out of it, so it went well. Oh. What was the yay for? What did you do? Nope. And that'd be because he tried to share a link. Apparently. I don't know if it's a real link or not. I love that you're now all calling him Barry. It doesn't matter if it's a valid link. The doesn't have to be checked whether it's an actual link on goes to an actual website or not. If it's valid, it's against the rules. Simple. Really pleased with this. One moment. Oh, I can do that too. Thanks for the plug, although my bot does that for me. No, apparently it doesn't. Ah, that's why. I was trying to set up aliases for my commands. Just because there's some commands that people will spell slightly differently or phrase differently. I was hoping to add aliases. Oh, really nearly out of glass. Meaning, for example, I could have a, exclamation mark YT for my YouTube command, but I could also say, let's attach exclamation mark YouTube to it as well, just in case people type in the wrong thing, we know what they want. Yep, that's a really helpful message to put. Oh! Okay. I thought that was the bot coming out with it at a regular interval. Alexis, if you're still in the stream, what are you planning on streaming tomorrow? Is it Krunker or Minecraft? Now that your computer's working again and not going to crash each time. Yeah, Amazon affiliates quite easy to get. Although if you don't get, I think you have to have a minimum amount of purchases via it in a 12-month period, or they'll suspend the account. They go, oh, well, you're not really selling anything via it, so we'll terminate it. Not terminate it, but suspend it. And they say, just let us know if you're going to use the... Oh, I need glass. You said that, yes, as well. You said you spent $350 on computer parts. Look, see, I was paying attention. Also, I forgot to drink my tea. A moment. Can't Minecraft, I'm at my brother's. He doesn't have on his new PC. So I guess Krunker. The nice thing about Krunker is it does run on pretty much anything. Yep, we're going to trade. Did I put anything in these shulkers? I'm going to take this and plop it in the storage area and grab some rockets while I'm there. I'm saving up for a Valve Index so I can experience VR. I never remember which one is the Index and what the other... I know there are several different VR headsets and different specs, because I know... Is the Index the one with basically a phone processor in it? But it's outward sensors, so it's got cameras looking at the room rather than having to have sensors on poles in your room. So I've been paying attention to that sort of stuff, but it's not something I've had a lot of experience with. I played a bit of a VR game at a gaming expo. So I went to Insomnia, not this year, last year, which is the gaming expo in Birmingham. Don't let me do that again. That's slightly embarrassing. Oh, I have stone in there. I don't want stone in there. Torch can go in. Stone can go in here. Let's get rid of the diamonds. In here. Take those rare golden carrots. I also need to put some rockets and ender pearls just in a chest on the wall so I can grab them out. Boom, new video out. Awesome. Birmingham. It doesn't really work as a quote though. Let's get rid of this. I need 1 bucket. I'll take 6. Sure. The Oculus Quest is basically a phone, but VR need to play Oculus games. Okay. I know that there's different ones, and I don't pay attention to the name. I know. I can't help but read Birmingham. I wanted glass. That's what I came here for. Right. We have none. Actually, that'll be enough. You can link it to your PC to play PC games, Drew. I would be willing to try that. Especially as my PC's not bad. Although I've been talking to a lot of people lately that complain about their PC and they've got higher spec than me. And they do the same sort of thing as me. Oh yeah, my Minecraft doesn't run very well. I'm like, but how? Redtail. So I have a fairly recent i7. I have a 7700K, which is unlocked, so you can overclock it. How? And by the way, please help me escape. You can overclock it. I haven't needed to yet, so I've not bothered because I've never felt the I've never felt that this computer is underperforming and that I need more power, so I've just left it as stock. What's worse is some of the people that tell me about how poor their game plays. I go, oh yeah, and I'm using Optifine. I go, I've never used Optifine. But there are benefits to Optifine other than performance based. Is there going to be enough glass? Oh, by the way, Barry was here. Look, see. I think I set up a command for that. Hey, there we go. Yes, my graphics card is 1050 Ti, which is kind of a reasonable graphics card, but it's not a top spec one. I already did it. You don't need to type it again. It's there in the chat. Wait, have I done another typo? I mean, obviously I'd know if I'd done a typo. Let's grab a few more emeralds while I'm here. Your Nvidia. Did I do... Nvidia? Probably worse CPUs, but at the time they were talking about getting better graphics cards. And they are people... This guy's got, I think it was a 1080, maybe a 1080 Ti. I was like, oh. I was also talking to Wells about it yesterday. And he's talking about buying a new graphics card because he needs an upgrade. Wells, as in Wells Knight Hammercraft. So I was in his stream yesterday and we were chatting. I mean, I was typing, he was reading. And he's got a 980, so it's a gen before mine, but still slightly more powerful than my 1050 Ti. And he's talking about upgrading to a 2080 Super, or waiting until the 3080. I'm thinking that's a lot of power. My computer's not that bad. It has 4 times RAM and NVIDIA 1050 GPU. Yeah, for most people, I think that's more than what they need. But it's interesting how a lot of people will go, well, if I'm buying a graphics card, I'll get the best graphics card I can. And so there are a lot of people that buy the 2080 and don't really need that power. So I mean, here I am on a... Oop, rubber banding wasn't my computer's fault. On a reasonable graphics card, I'm playing the game. You know, the reason it's at 60 frames per second is because, of course, I'm capped out by my screen. I've got a 4K display that only runs at 60 frames per second, so I can't do faster than that. But if I unlimit the settings, it will, you know, run at 200 frames per second. If quite comfortably, it can run the game at that speed. If I had a display that kept up with it. This is never pushed, even though I'm playing the game, I'm streaming it. I'm also recording it in a slightly different setting to how I'm streaming it. So effectively, it's encoding it twice. I've got a chatbot running on my computer. And I've got other things in the background, and occasionally I'll have a stream open while I'm playing, and that can be someone else's stream. And my computer's never having any issues with needing more power. So it's a nice balanced system. And I'm not saying, you know, no one should have the expensive one. It's just interesting that some people insist on having it. I don't think that big of a GPU upgrade is needed for Minecraft, considering it's not really dependent on GPU. Yeah. There are, of course, some mods that make use of GPU more. So, for example, if you do ray tracing Minecraft, then of course it's going to use more graphics. Want more of a graphics card. But Wells, of course, is a variety streamer, at least at the moment. Well, he's always been a variety streamer. It's just he's most well known for his Minecraft stuff. People know him mostly as a hermit. But yesterday he was playing RimWorld, which I was watching. I don't need a 9999 RTX for Minecraft. Ray tracing time. Right, so video settings, VSync. Yeah, okay, not that wonderful. 118 frames per second, but that's smooth enough. And I am running several other things in the background. Well, if Alexis is streaming while I'm streaming, I've got to keep an eye on her. Your base stroke farm looks stunning, Zach. Thank you. There's only one bit. I can't remember how many streams you've caught and how much you've seen of my base. I know that you pop in and out of watching YouTube videos. First of all, you need a good power supply for anything above 2060, or else it would not work as well. Two, if your CPU is way older than your GPU, the CPU can bottleneck your GPU. It depends on what you're playing. So I've had some games... Let me turn off my VSync because that's... It annoys me, the idea of my graphics card working to produce 120 frames per second when I can't see them. You should... OK should be a command, like it puts an audio clip of you saying OK on the stream. We do have the same graphics card, almost. Mine's slightly better, and therefore I look down on you, peasant. Check the recommended wattage, but don't cheap out. Yeah, so we'll catch on fire. Yes, although it does depend on the manufacturer as well, because some will struggle more than others. I'm going to put the glass in here. I think I might do the door next. Which is asking a lot, because for doing that, it's probably going to be easiest. Let me do that. And then I can open up my alt account. Oh. Login failed. Oh, give me a moment. It's not. The other thing to consider is efficiency. So with some 1600 watt power supplies, they will be the most efficient working, at 600 watts plus. If it's less than that, it kind of runs at 80%, but more than that, it'll run at 90% maybe. Let me just remember my password for my old account. Password 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh. Game already running. Yep, that's fine. I swear I'm going to buy a decent amount. Spend a decent amount on an RTX to look down on you. It's fine. But people do that thing where they look down on people. Oh, you've got a lower graphics card. So? Does everything I need it to. Right, there's me on my alt. Let me fly over to the blue wing on my alt. I know you can't see it. And it's a bit of a pain for me to change from one Minecraft instance to the other. Won't take me long. You just pop this down here and I can see what I'm doing. Oh. we need redstone supplies. Wait, what is that thing, Barry? The yellow and orange emote. And a chest. We're gonna see if we can remember how to do this and look at a limited view, because I'm currently on my alt looking at a design that's slightly wrong and I can't see all of it. So it should be, let's think, then pistons, then blocks underneath. Zacthedragon name and alt. No, I like Zac the alt, which goes back quite a long way. I've used that for a long time. Oh. We've got enough. Just not many. I used Zac the alt when I used to play a game called Puzzle Pirates, which is actually where I met Hushbug. We both played on that many years ago. And it was a game where you needed alt accounts to do some things. But I needed people to know whose alt account it was. So I called it Zac the alt, and then everyone went, oh, that's probably Zac's. Like, yeah, it's amazing. Which side do we want our button? Left? Let's go with the left side, which means this is slightly more complicated because the one I'm looking at is the wrong way around. Observers. Well, my video is a comment already is, and it's a meme. We live in a society. Wait, no. So, let me just check my spacing. Yep. So, space, piston, observer pointing that way. Yeah. And we're going to need blocks to build with. You're going to tick off the child-friendly box on your YouTube sec. Why? I didn't say anything horrible. And it's not child-friendly. It's made for kids is the issue. Now, if you actually look at... While I'm aware that my content is kind of suitable for younger viewers, it's not directed at people under the age of 13. And that's the cut-off point. Right, that goes there. We're going to have to dig out this way a bit. It's kind of annoying. So that'll go into a block. I think that block needs a redstone dust on top. And then we have an observer pointing upwards like that. And then one back like that. We live in a society. Said by Zacthedragon. It's said by a lot of people. Because either your content... Because obviously your content is either for kids under 13 or adults. My view of how it was handled was... I was really annoyed by Google's... Basically what they did was... They were bragging about how many young people watched videos. Which is why they got in trouble. Because they were saying quite boldly and openly... Oh, that we have a lot of under 13s watching content here. And that's what got them in trouble with the FTC. Because then they go, well... Then are you monitoring everyone that visits? Yeah. Well, then you're monitoring under 13s. Yes, but you know the discussion going around. What if you Don't click on it and they say that the content is for kids under 13. Well, it isn't, because if I were trying to make content for under 13s, I wouldn't be posting it on YouTube, because YouTube is not YouTube for kids. There's a separate platform for that. There's a slime somewhere. Yeah, although I was listening to a podcast where a lawyer was saying they would have quite a struggle to fine anyone, because essentially the content creator's not collecting data. It's YouTube that is. So they'd probably end up having to sue YouTube, and YouTube would then have to sue you. But it's complicated, and it's not. I don't believe it's. It should really affect me, because, well, as I say, I'm not making content for kids. Just because it's family friendly doesn't mean it's for kids. Right, I'm moving my camera count so I can look at a door so I can actually see fully. That goes there. Then it's... I need an observer pointing down on this redstone dust, like that. And sticky piston goes in like that. Should be a space on top of that block. And we have the next sticky pistons. Whoop. Just not down this hole. Should be something like that and that, and the third one on top. So just catch up with chat. Yes, but they go through videos and decide that for themselves. It's a copy situation over single kid who's 12. Watch your video. Yeah. But it was handled poorly. It should have just been handled with, no, YouTube is not for children. If you've got kids, you should be directing them towards YouTube Kids, which has got content that's directed at kids, and we do not monitor it. We do not collect data in the same way. Right. We want one there. Also a bit weird doing this without any walls behind. Not built one in the open before. Brick that. Brick that. Yeah, the reason they struggled and couldn't... No, I shouldn't have broken that. They couldn't have just said, oh, YouTube is not for kids, is because they were bragging about how many people under the age of 13 were watching it. I never remember which way observers face. Okay, that way. That means I need to place these pistons up here and then... I'll work on this side first. The sticky piston here, observer pointing that way. That's better. YouTube era was fun. I'm moving to Daily Motion. Yeah. Goodbye, viewers. There are a lot of platforms that have tried to get people to watch, but they just don't have the gravity. Dropper, please. Dropper. Perfect. So that goes top lip. Nope. Missed. Yeah, I know it's easier. Just when I'm looking at it, I'm not really thinking about what it's trying to observe. I'm looking at it going, oh yeah. It's just slightly different. Right. This is starting to get annoying. There, fixed it. Now it won't fall in. Tweet tube. Observer. Nope. But that's okay. I need to place that block. Then find an observer again. I'm running dangerously low on things like observers, and I've got all of these modules to fill with them. What? There's a dead mouse emote? I did not know that. We're fine. Just activated all the redstone. Well, some of it. Should be dust on top. And then we're going to activate the redstone again. That's better. Oh, this was supposed to be something above that block over. What have I done? Oh, duh. It's just another sticky piston. Like that. I think. That can't be right. Oh, gotcha. Right, give me a moment. So I've got to figure out what I'm looking at. I had such promise when I did redstone on the last stream. Right, so this goes there. That's fine. Ah, okay. It's because that bit's at the wrong height. That's why. It's all gone horribly wrong. Zach the 3x3 door. Yes, alright. We'll figure it out in a moment. That's why I've built it at the wrong height. I've built it all at the wrong height. Oh well. No biggie. Start again. No wonder I was so confused for so long. And yes, I know I could probably leave some in place. It's not worth worrying about. Pistons go there, block underneath. Yep. I did mess up. You big dummy. Yep. Not the first time. Won't be the last. Let's start this again. Right. 3x3 is there. So observer goes there. Sticky piston goes on top. And now I'm going to move myself back to where I started because I'm hovering between two different piston doors. One of which I can see some of, the other I can see the rest of. Right. So block there. Dropper. And if you hear meowing, it's from my alt account because I'm next to a cat. Heck, you need a mistake counter that counts your mistakes. That's not a bad idea. I'm going to forget that though, so let me just open up Notepad. Mistake counter. I've written it in Notepad. It will happen. I'll have it ready for next stream. Another one of these pistons here. An observer pointing at that, so it goes up, feeding into sticky piston above. Yeah, that looks more sensible. Wait, have I been close enough for this to be... Yeah, not really. Right, so that observer is checking on a piston. Let's go here. Updates, shoots down. Let me change back to my dashboard so I can... Not dashboard, console. So I can see chat. Mumbo spoon counter, but you had quartz. Do you mean I put quartz in each time I make a mistake? Or we call it a quartz counter? Not entirely following. One of these beautiful blocks, please. Goes there with redstone dust on top. It should be another block there. Then we need another observer pointing upwards. Like that. Now I need to rip out all of this stuff above before I forget. Add quartz when you make us stupid. I haven't got that much quartz. And in fairness to me, last time I did a redstone door on stream, it worked. Because I did that one over there. No. I'm a little bit busy to do that. Right, so we have sticky piston. Shut up. There and there. I think that goes into a... I'll figure that out in a moment. Let me travel back to the other door. I will need a lot of quartz, and the thing is, I don't actually have a lot of quartz in its raw form. It's a very loud zombie. should be 3 sticker pistons. 1, 2, 3. Drop there. There, we'll grab our scaffolding block that we use. I know, I'm extravagant. No, I said I haven't got a lot of quartz. Not that it wouldn't be a lot of quartz. And when I say quartz, I mean not quartz blocks. These are quartz blocks. It's different. Do I have a dropper? I do have a dropper. Place one. There. That is the most unimportant quote you can have. Zacthedragon once said, "Hi." Then we have observers. Or an observer pointing. Oh. I was hoping I was far enough over that would work. There. We need to go up there, place some dust on top, and observe that. Dust. Observe. Yep, that points in the right direction. And again. Oh. There. Might have to put a placement block, so I've got something to lean this against. We have one more block here. Oop. There. You didn't... Huh? Nope. No idea. So that goes there, and another one underneath. And we just need the observer pointing off it. Just get a pillar up here. What kind of a madman uses iron as scaffolding? Me, that's who. Should be that. Another one there. We just need to put redstone dust on top. Oh, rubber band. Right. Another one in there. Pretty much there. I do need a gravity block though. Can we find some in the cave? I need a gravel. What's my chance of finding one piece of gravel? Not particularly good in here. Really? I don't know whether it's actually near me or near my alt account, because that's also logged on at the moment. Which is why you can occasionally hear the chunk, which is from a villager at a workstation. It's one of the ones in the blue wing. Admit it, that was quite graceful. Stylish, with finesse. Sure, black concrete powder, that'll do. Anything else I need more on here? I'll take some of those. And those. And go in my redstone chest. Yeah, could you calm it down, because I'll get confused with you talking like that in chat. Try and follow it while I'm streaming is difficult. Whee! Oh, not where I was expecting to land. All we need is a sticky piston there. If I place a block on top, let's have me a button. Button goes there. I can remember this bit. I'll place 2, even though I only need 1. It's difficult to place it on the side of pistons. Block there will do for now. One iron block, then gravity assisted block, should be like that. We can have 1, 2. Let's get me repeaters ready. This one goes on 1 and this one on 4. Power into that block. I could do with... I'll just use a redstone. Oh, I could use a lever. Rather than being too flashy and expensive. Flight duration 3 fireworks in 1.15 are ridiculous. I haven't really had much chance to play in 1.15. So if we put a lever here, it should extend. What have I done? Oh, I need to put a repeater into the block, otherwise it's not hard bound. That sounds like there's water above me, so I'm not going to... Let's go like that. That sounded promising, but let's go watch it. It shouldn't break itself because there isn't any blocks in it that it can push. That looks right to me. Let's press it again. Yeah. Zacthedragon, say observer. Observer. Rule 9, please do not mention any of the Lyfcraft team members. Huh? You can mention them. That looks like a... I would call that a success. I do need to tie this up a little bit, and I need some acacia wood. Also some quartz would be a good idea. It's so beautiful. Nope. So acacia goes across there, so quartz will be like so. We'll go grab some acacia in a bit. I've also left the ladder conveniently accessible, so I can still get up and down. That's a Discord rule? Oh, okay. Now this needs to be down 1 block further, so I can do that. Well, I probably shouldn't use quartz because limited resource, but never mind. Because I need to put the acacia all the way round. This is a really pointless door at the moment, isn't it? Here's me with this high-tech redstone. Oh dear, what am I going to do? Yay! But those are rules for the Discord. Yeah. I think I've made one 3x3 piston door multiple times. I think I got some... Oh. Stairs. I have one stair. I now have more stairs than I need. The best door I can make is a 2x2. I did make a 5x5 one with someone, and I kind of understood how it worked. It was using honey blocks. Hi Shay, you're back. I don't know if you disappeared anywhere or just went, oh, use this. That goes there. Do we have it curved at the end or straight at the... I think it has to be like that. It should be, because that makes most sense. It mirrors that one. I made a 20x20 flying machine piston door with honey blocks once. What emotes these? Ah, that was up just about in time. Rule 2, no spamming or trolling. Be civil with each other. Sounds like reasonable rules. It did work. Or you mean you're expecting to scare me? I'm unflappable, me. The only thing that scares me is when creepers land in front of me. Yeah, we did do it that way. I think it's time that we make a quick trip. Oh, maybe I should put the stuff in the redstone shulker first. Otherwise I slowly leak redstone components and eventually realise I've got none left. Actually finished enough in here that we can start laying carpet, because that is hideous. Glowstone is disgusting as a texture, it's just too noisy. Oh. Whereas that, much nicer. And lime carpet is one that I'm quite happy to get hold of. It's really easy. We have a villager in the basement of our tent. Quick pause while I blow my nose. One moment. Barry, can we keep it in English, please? Oh. I'm sure it's nothing rude, it's just, of course, I can't moderate foreign languages because I don't speak any. Because I'm a Brit and our version of foreign language is just shouting loudly at people. Do you understand English? That's how we talk to foreigners. Which is a really horrible stereotype, but unfortunately true. Oh. So we need more carpet. So we're going to load up on poppies and then head to spawn. Like, why do you need poppies? Ah, you will see. It was more amplified than that. I toned it down a little bit. Teeny weeny bit. And bio. Let's not do that. Doesn't sound particularly family friendly. No idea why I insist on flying that bit. It doesn't save me any time. I know that's what I was saying. I'd rather just don't. Oh. What was the armour stands for the Christmas thing that I saw down there? Yeah, Barry, don't say that. Oop. Ow! Stop wasting rockets. This very nice gentleman here will sell me some lime carpet. And buy some of my red dye. Oh, would make sense if I hold my pickaxe and then you can repair that at the same time. Lime carpet, please. What? Refresh? Refresh? I'm really surprised how quickly you guys are picking up the channel points. 1 point... Okay. Seconds later he says, oh no, 1.6. Oh, red dye. I have infinite. But then again, that's... I could also rename villagers. It's my right to. Ooh. Just worth checking. If you have any other ideas for channel points, please share them. I just want to go up the ladder. That's the smart thing, also. Keep them for when a moment of inspiration hits. Saving. Oop. What are the chances of me landing in a berry bush? Then again, there's quite a number of them around. I can't really scream in the house. It's bad enough when I make funny noises. Very good chances. Oh. Yep. That's a dad line. The puns are strong with this one. No, you're not Barry. You're Barry. So I gained some carpet, but not as much as I was hoping. But the other thing we came over for was... Alright. There. Be right back. Off to play Dad Quest. Dad Quest? Also, I really didn't need that much acacia. I don't know why I grabbed 2 stacks. I need, what, 4 or 5 either side and then 3 in the middle? Yeah, that kind of... Oh, I need to use the crafting bench. Conveniently, there's one here. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh, do I have quartz? I do have quartz. Quartz blocks. It's a new game. You play a dad and use your child as a weapon in becoming a more deadly dead. What? Are you pulling my leg? Actually quite plausible you could. I have stone. Let's make some stone brick and see whether we can do this little tiny bit of cut tunnel. Because if we can, we're fairly well protected. As he hears a skeleton dying. Oh lord, it's real. Oh dear. Okay. I wasn't sure. I thought he was joking. or hoped. One or the other. If I'm clever, I will remember to put a lantern up here. The other thing I need is my redstone chocolate, which I've left on the other side of the door. Alright, we'll go around this way. Oh. Well, I need one repeater. I have none left in my box now, which is a bit of a pain. Also, that's not where I want to point that. It's there. And I forgot dust. One button. Or button, if you prefer. B. Dust, dust. That'll work. And we'll just put this up there for now so we can climb up and down. I might do that as well. Just add a bit of protection. All we need is the andesite for the ceiling, which I don't have. We can get that next trip. You should do a face reveal if someone gets 50k channel points. No, I'm saving that for the 50. There. No, I'm saving that for the 1,000,000 YouTube subs. No, that's a joke. I'm not promising that. Oh, redstone. Iron block. I would say that looks significantly better. Fireworks back. Welcome back. What happened? They got deleted because he got a timeout. Ah, thank you so much for the follow. Sakura Koji? Hang on a minute, is that a raid as well? Enigma. Thank you so much. I'm just switching pages. Welcome to the stream. Oh. I'm just failing to place carpet at the moment. Look, that one's already placed. pipe. Thank you so much, truck pipe. Wait, that makes you... I think you're the first person to resub. Surprising to think that I'm already on my second month now. Feels like I only just got affiliate. Truck pipe is one of the most amazing people you will meet. And we're lucky enough to have him in our community. There. Oh, this bit at the end is going to need some stairs. Now we can do everything but that, that's fine. Time flies when you're banking the cash. No. No. Banking the cash. I mean, what everyone does for me here is amazing, but I'm not quite rich yet. No. Does mean I need to do the stairs later. So Enigma, how was your stream? What were you up to? I thought you were heading to the end. And then I kept seeing things about you catching fish. Which is not something I normally associate with the end. Went to breakfast with some old friends and missed Enigmas altogether. It's not unusual for you to miss a stream, but you do have a habit of catching up after the fact. Arrived to see the raid outgo. Well, yeah, it's a good time to arrive. Oh, that's wrong, isn't it? Those should not be blocks, they should just be stairs. Which me... Oh. That needs to move into there, and then we can place stair in. There. I'm getting kind of tired. I'm going to lay down. Okay, bye. I mean, if you do fall asleep, I hope you feel well. Well, enjoy your sleep, you know what I mean. Oh. How did I not... Oh, there. I did pick it up. I was working on a farm design. Which farm? Not which farm. What was the farm you were working on? You know what I meant. Wait, let me laugh. Barry, timed out first. Ha ha ha. Okay, fair enough. No, I hope it's a one-time occurrence. And I'm hoping he knows what it was for. If not, he can talk to me about it. I'm hoping that was you saying bye to BioWatt and not that you're disappearing, because you just got here. We need concrete slabs and stairs. I couldn't agree more. Although, if that was a concrete stair instead of a full block, I think it would lose a bit. I like having a bit more depth and variation. Oh, wait, did I miss stairs? No. Okay, it's all in my head. Multi mainly potato and carrot, possibly beetroot as well. Ah, so you're stealing ideas from me now. Makes a change. I thought it would be me stealing from you. I say that, I doubt you've seen the beetroot and carrot farm and potato farm that I did recently. But it does work quite nicely. Still think we need them. Oh, I agree that it'd be nice to have them. I just mean in this particular instance, I'm kind of glad that I was forced to use full blocks because I like the depth it's created. Yeah, well, if you don't know why you were timed out, you can talk to me about it in DMs, but I'm hoping it should be fairly obvious. Wait, what did I come over here for? Oh, I was going down the tunnel so I could show Enigma the potato, carrot, wheat and beetroot farm. Oh, my headphones died. That's unfortunate. Carrot farm, villager in the middle, potato farm. So they throw them, they go into the hopper mine carts and then get sent off down the item stream, and they eventually come out over here. Oh, it'd be really nice if you could throw some carrots at the time I walk up to the window, but no. Not being very helpful. Nope, I am not a farmer, so you can't call me Zach the farmer. I'm the one that's got other people doing my farming for me, which is why Hushbug and I do so well. Well, it should be a bit overboard. Mine, a bit overboard. Mine should be about 700 an hour per layer, maybe about 1,000. Very nice farm, by the way. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, because this is loaded all the time we're in the base, it's coming in faster than I'm trading it, and I'm making an effort to trade. So just grabbing potatoes, running over here and go, who wants potatoes? And normally someone offers me emeralds. So I'm trying to get rid of the stuff. And by the way, Barry steak fries, the one that buys potatoes. It kind of made sense. Too bad it doesn't buy or sell steak, but no, unfortunately that's butchers. No. I'll DM you about it later. But actually, I can do it now. I think. Nope, can't see on my recent list. I'm not searching. I'll do it later. Oh, potatoes. Barry, the guy who owns like 50 withers at the witch farm. Ooh. It's a long name. Not wither slaves. Right. I think we're actually probably coming to a close soon. I've done a lot of the redstone. Oh, sorry, I've done a lot of the room, but I need to do the redstone, which requires making pistons, etc., for which I need some cobble. And Nick was very kindly agreed to drop off a couple shulkers at spawn for me, because I've got a little bit, but not a lot, as you can see. So I'm probably going to use up what I've got. Oh, let's just take that and then go and place one in these spaces. Damn it. That's all the copper I can use, which is really not a lot. I also have a bit more of an area, so it may not be loaded all the time. Yeah, everything in here is kind of based relatively close together. What else do we need? Redstone and wood. I should get rid of the acacia now. I've finished with it. Birch? I knew I had some. And yep, that's far more redstone than I actually need. And the limiting factor there is the wood. I now have a cult against me. Don't we all? Just part of a regular day's work. I know that looks like a lot of pistons, but there's 5 per module, and I think we got 10, so Yeah, it's going to be enough. And we need some slime. Oh, wow. Oh, wowie wow. We are running low on slime. I'm not sure it's a thing. You're making it a thing more than anything else. Just sit quietly and let things pass over. Oh, this looks brilliant. I'm really, really happy with that. Let's make these sticky pistons and start placing. 3 stacks of blocks for 1 stack. 3 stacks of what blocks? Wood? It's 4 stacks of cobble for 1 stack, 3 stacks of... Oh, I can do it this way. Yeah, I've got some pistons, but I've also got a project in the running that it potentially might need a reasonable amount. 2, 4, 5. Iron for slime. Oh. Yeah, I have an excess of iron. I have very little in the way of slime. It might be on my list to make a slime farm at some point, especially as I know there are chunks around here that are... I mean, my base is big enough that it's not beyond reason to expect there's going to be a chunk that's loaded a fair amount of time. Oh. Thank you. Good point, Peter. Although they're not, it depends on how often they're loaded. Make one under kelp farm. It's possible, I mean, but it's... I don't know if there's many chunks under here and it's not particularly well aligned. So if I do F3 and G, that shows the bounding box of all the chunks. And you can see the chunk goes well beyond the back here. It's probably better that I find somewhere, like if there's somewhere along the green tunnel that happens to have a chunk next to it, I can go to farm there. I just realised I've still got another Minecraft client open. Wondering why I'm hearing chink noises from a weaponsmith. Yeah, I know there's a slime chunk, but slime chunks are actually quite common. And with the length of my tunnel, there's bound to be another one that's not got stuff above it. With efficiency of slime farms, ideally you want nothing above the slime farm. Oh, I forgot to put the trapdoors in. And so if I find one just off of this tunnel, this is underneath the ocean, it would be quite easy to put a glass roof on it and have a reasonable rate from it. Three, 4, 5. I said I needed zombie somewhere. Yeah, I've not had my Minecraft account. Oh no, wait, I have had my Minecraft account hacked before I started playing. So I bought Minecraft a long time ago, but didn't really use it. Oh, I have enough sticky pistons in there. Wonderful. doesn't go in there. I'll grab the rest of those out. That gives us enough for the last module. Yeah, that one's done. Hi, Pickle. Sorry, I don't know why that tickled me. If you get banned from Hypixel, you're in a bit of a high pickle. Just, yep, got me. Oh. Yes, well, potentially if you spoke to Hypixel, someone might be able to look at the case and offer a pardon. Especially if it's from a long time ago. They'll probably go, oh, fair enough. Maybe it was banned for that. And give it a second chance. I know it's not your fault that you need a second chance, but I'm sure that'd be reasonable if you contact them. I left my red zone chest over there. There's a slime around me. High pickle is nice. One moment. Ah, that was a big sneeze. Oh, I do have slime in here. So I could have made more. It's not a big problem. Okay. Right, have to give me a moment. Oh. I'm going to stand like this for a minute while I quickly check something online. I can still talk and communicate with chat. I just need to look at something on Chrome while you look at my pretty face. Aha, I see what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to be ending the stream here, but don't disappear. Stick around for a minute, give me a second, and let me sort something out. Because we're going to do a raid. And so if you could go over and just say hello, check out the streamer, watch it for a few minutes, see what you think. If you like it, stick around. Obviously follow them if you like them. And thank you. Yeah, ending the stream already. I know you're after those channel points. So we're going to be raiding someone, so stick around, say hello, and if we can get some Zach hype in chat, that'd be great, or Zach raid. As I said, thank you all very much for coming and joining me. I've had 2 fantastic days streaming with some great people, and I really appreciate you all. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye now.